Hi guys, this is Alex from BlackboxMyCar.com. So I just made an unboxing video for you guys with the VicoVation's Vico TF2 premium model. It is their top of the line device offering full HD quality at 30 frames per second. This one has built-in screen, 2.4-inch screen that you can also configure your setting all through your dash cam, and you don't have to really connect it to your computer to change any alternative settings. And you can also watch your video on the scene. So that's one thing. A lot of our customers ask us, can you recommend me any aftermarket screen that I can use to watch my video on the scene? We don't have any specific a screen that we can recommend at the moment, but I guess this could be an alternative option if you guys are looking for a screen built-in dash cam or so. So I'm just going to go straight into some of the features that this camera offers. This is day one for us. We haven't really looked at it yet. We're going to be continuously producing videos, and we're just going to share our first thoughts. That's what we try to do when we get any devices in. So I'm just going to turn this thing on here. And one of the things I realized about this camera is that it boots up pretty quickly, and you can see that it is already recording. You can see that that red light with that red recording means it's recording. So that literally took maybe less than 5-6 seconds. I'm not quite sure exactly, but that took really nothing compared to other dash cams. So as you can see, you can view your videos like that. You can also shut this thing on and off depending on how you prefer it to be. Personally, I don't think I wouldn't mind so much, but for some people, I guess this having another light maybe distract while driving. But let's look at these buttons. So there are a couple buttons here: recording button, up and down, menu also, and this button is going down, and also a mute button, whereas this button says OK, and snapshot, and this is the emergency mode button. Okay, so I'm just going to go into a menu here to see what sort of software they have here. So you can see resolution. They are 3 different resolution settings. One is 1080p at 30 frames per second, 720p at 30 frames per second, 720p at 60 frames per second. We would always recommend using the full HD at 30 frames per second. If you have a full HD dash cam, and if you have an option of using 720p at 30 frames per second, and if your full HD only offers 15 frames per second, I'd rather recommend you to have it tuned for 720p at 30 frames per second, because the faster the shutter speed is, the video gets more smoother, and you don't want to have anything less than 30 frames per second nowadays, because it just doesn't the video isn't fluid enough. And so you can see that now manufacturers are pushing 720p's at 60 frames per second. Okay, so I'm just going to go look at all these different settings here. Clock, you can manually set it here. Audio recording, you can also turn it on and off. Formatting a card, that's also important. We do tell our customers to reformat dash cam, the SD cards at least 2 months, at least every 2 months, just to make it last longer, because you have to understand these little tiny micro cards are being in a pressure, constantly deleted, written, and also is in heated environment. So we do recommend formatting it, and CR500 also offers formatting it within the device, and this device also has that function of formatting a card, which is very nice. And EV value, you can be really specific here. You can also adjust your EV values here. We'll get into that later once we get more familiar with this device. G sensor setup, so also this one also does offer a G sensor. G sensor is important for a parking mode, and also for a once you get in a collision, this video will be able to produce one smooth video rather than two different files. LCD turn off, you can configure that for 1 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute, or always on. I will have it always on for now, but you do have an option to shut it off after recording, after being turning off for a certain amount of time. WDR setup, standard. I think it was something to do with wide something range, but I will get into that later with next video. Just getting familiar with this device right now. Vico tag, just on the video, it just mentions that it is a Vico video. Volume control 60%, you can make it lower. I don't mind. Auto recording, yes. Image inverse, so just like any of these devices, the Crane devices, you can also flip the video up and down. Image mirror, time display, date stamped, language. This one offers, I think that's Japanese, Chinese, and English at the moment. Okay, so this is the version. And that is about it. So yes, you can see that this video is already recording here. I'm just powering through wall plug, but it looks very smooth. The video doesn't lag at all, and it does have 120 degrees wide angle. We'll see how that plays on the internet, on the YouTube, and we'll be posting a lot of videos, testing videos on these. So far, I really like this unit because it has that GPS. I mean, it has that built-in screen that that most of our customers inquire, and I think it is a pretty neat feature to have. The only downside that I can see with this unit is that some customer might think that this is too big for a car. So we'll see how this thing does hide or whatnot, because hiding these dash cams in North America is very important. That's almost #1 thing that our customers care about, hiding it, how discreet these models are. But to be honest, this isn't that big. I could say you can also just put it right outside the mirror cap, and it just looks like it's a part of the vehicle nowadays. So we'll see how this thing set up, and we will be keeping an update on this video. So please stay tuned, and if you have any questions, please feel free to email us at blackboxmycar@gmail.com. So yeah, thank you for watching. Let us know.